The NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your... First drive in your own territory. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. quick slant to Hill. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the move to his looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
15. Here we go. Hey, 43, 15. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think a little bit of surprise was registered around the league when Clyde Edwards-Helaire went in the first round to Kansas City. Not because people didn't think he was a good player, but many other running backs were ranked ahead of him. But he absolutely fits what they do in Kansas City. Compact, takes care of the football, can catch it out of the backfield, and pass protects as well. He could be a star in their system.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
He finds his target, Ebron. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Chiefs nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's a room to maneuver. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Rolling to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete.
Ain't nothing.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.